Hey friends! My name is Desiree, aka Mama Friendly, and I do all sorts of videos on my channel, from cooking videos to planner videos, vlogs, hauls, homeschool videos with a Disney twist, a little bit of everything. So if any of these things sound like fun to you, I hope that you'll subscribe and join me on my YouTube adventure. Today's video is a collab hosted by my friend Tiffany at Small Town 6. It is the last of the food challenge collabs of 2021. Fingers crossed that Tiffany continues to host this collab through 2022, but the theme of this month's challenge was Christmas. So when I think Christmas, I think cozy, winter, like hearty recipes. And of course, I think sweets because that's just kind of where my mind goes whenever I want to feel cozy. So I decided to share a recipe that's not necessarily traditionally Christmas, but is super easy and so delicious and something that makes me feel cozy inside. I'm going to share how I make arroz con leche, which is basically like the Cuban version of rice pudding. I don't know how it differs from American rice pudding, to be completely honest, because I've only ever eaten arroz con leche. But arroz con leche, rice with milk, is always made with dairy milk. And if you're not new around here, you might know that I am completely gluten and dairy free. So the version I'm making is in fact dairy free, which also makes it vegan. So if you've gone through a lifestyle change of some sort and it's left you missing arroz con leche, you're in the right place. And speaking of the right place, like I mentioned, this is a collab. So if you look in the description box of this video, you're gonna find a link to Tiffany's channel, but also a link to a playlist, so that once you've watched my recipe, you could see what all my friends made for their food challenge this month. Now with all that being said, let me share how I made this vegan arroz con leche. As always, we begin with our ingredients. We need 1.5 cups of long grain white rice. I'm using jasmine rice, 2 cups of water, 3 cinnamon sticks, although I only had 1, so that's what I used. 3 cups of dairy-free milk. I'm using Nut Pods coffee creamer. It's my favorite milk substitute. The recipe calls for 1/3 cup of maple syrup, but I ended up using 3 tablespoons of unrefined cane sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and it says 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, but I'm pretty sure I used way more than that. To start, we're going to add our rice, water, and cinnamon sticks, or stick in my case, to a saucepan or a Dutch oven and bring it to a boil. I added a little bit of pink Himalayan salt because I always add salt when I'm doing desserts. So you're going to boil your rice for 8 to 10 minutes. I started counting from the time that the water actually was boiling. I'm also stirring pretty much constantly throughout because I am using a smaller pot and I don't want to risk the rice burning or sticking to the bottom. Not necessary if you're using a bigger pot, but it can't hurt. The idea here is to continue to boil your rice until it's absorbed all of the water. As you can see, it's starting to thicken up here. At this point, you can remove the cinnamon sticks and add in your milk, your vanilla, and either your maple syrup or your sugar. Stir to combine and then bring that mixture to a boil. Once this milk and rice mixture has come to a boil, we're going to reduce the heat down to a simmer. I had it at about medium-low, and you want to simmer this for 15 to 20 minutes, stirring occasionally or constantly in my case because I am using a smaller pot like I said. At that point, you can taste test it and decide if you want to add more sugar, syrup, cinnamon. I ended up adding a little bit of both. This is the exact consistency that we're looking for. So at this point, it's ready to serve. You can either do this family style in a nice big casserole, or you can do it like I did in little individual ramekins. Make sure you top it off with a little more cinnamon and you are ready to go. All right, friends, so that's gonna do it for my recipe. This was so simple and so quick. Really, really delicious. It like super hit the spot. I've been missing arroz con leche for years, and I am so happy to have this recipe in my back pocket now. And you can of course eat it warm straight from the stove. Maybe wait a few minutes so you don't burn your tongue, but you can eat it warm for that yummy, filling, cozy feeling, or you can leave it in the fridge for a few hours overnight. It's great for breakfast the next day. Just a little extra cinnamon on top. Mwah. You will not regret trying this recipe, I promise. And I do not miss the regular milk in it at all. I feel like this could absolutely trick even the most discerning Cuban. If you decide to make this recipe for yourself, I would love for you to come on back and let me know how you liked it. And now that you've seen my recipe, I hope that you'll check out that playlist in the description box so you can see what all my friends made as well. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, I hope that you will please give it a big thumbs up. I'd also love it if you would subscribe and click that notification bell because I post at least 3 times a week and I wouldn't want you to miss a minute. Thanks so much again for watching. Bye!